Somebody asked me a couple videos back why I don't make purple. Oh my goodness, do you know you're hooked? I don't think you're any bigger. You just think you're bigger. He just don't fit. He ain't bigger. He was just a monster. Well, he is a nice one. He's nicer than the first two anyway. Somebody said, oops, come off in the net too. That's why I net them, guys. Come here. Come here. I'll let you go. All right. He's not bad. He's probably 9 3/8. Somebody asked me that, and this is purple. Cutie's purple, and I have it in the Cutie comes in the bug. The bugs in Cutie. That's a nice color. So purple with blue highlight. Okay, that's why it has an unusual color to it. All right, you're not going to buy that color anywhere but Lake Country Baits, guys. I've never seen that color. I made it up. So most of my colors, guys, I'm making them up. The orange is fluorescent orange. Yeah, and it works. Okay, it works good in the bug and the cricket. It works good, and it's working good in this bait. So I just made a video half an hour ago with this bait. Had no trouble casting with it. They're hitting this one. I done made 5 casts and 3 fish. The cast that I didn't catch fish on, it's my fault. I didn't have it close to the tree. They're not going to leave that tree. Now, I was watching somebody last night while I was editing the video. It was encoded, and he was fishing Kerr Lake above us up here. He said if you didn't get the bait close to the brush, the fish wouldn't hit it. They didn't want to leave the brush. Well, they don't want to leave the brush sometimes because bass are hanging out or stripers are hanging out. They done seen some predator fish, and they're like, I'm going to stay right here. If food don't come to me, I ain't worried about it. That's what happens, guys. You can't blame them. I mean, you know, there you go. Oh, messed him. I had him. They get too wild, they get eaten. Right? These are small. Now, these are tearing up my bait. I made videos with the last one. I caught 5, 6 fish on each video with the same bait. And this is swim bait blend, guys. I can't make them any tougher. I mean, I might try that just before I put them on the site. I might add some hardener to it and try to make them just a little tougher. But if we get them too tough, we're gonna lose our action, right? I'm using swim bait blend, which is a tough blend. That's what they make bass swim baits out of, for 4 and 5, 6 inch swim baits out of that. So you know it's pretty tough. If you use something too soft for swim baits, you don't get no tail action, guys. The little swim baits that's on the site, they're made out of swim bait. I use swim bait blends, all I use for everything, guys. I do not use anything else, and I do that because it's tougher. It'll take the beating of being pulled on, pulled down, and if you get too tough, when you put it on your jig head, it'll bust open. Don't use a jig with guys with a little hook lead collars. Cut those off. All they do is bust up your baits. If you haven't tried it, cut them off and see. Oh, they're beating that thing. Cut it off and see if it don't work better without those. Okay. And on these small baits like this, the bug, the fluke and stuff, see here, no collar. I cut them off. If you don't cut them off with these small baits, you're just gonna bust them. As soon as you put them on them, they go bust. All right. And then if you're having trouble with them, put your shot of one little teeny drop of super glue on there, and then push that bait back up. Count to about 10. Go bait fishing with it, and yeah, you won't have any. It'll stay on there, guys. But I don't even use super glue, and I have no trouble. Now I'm down in that tree. I cannot see my jig. I'll show y'all the tree here in a second. Let me get this fish in. One just came up and paid attention to it. He was like, that thing's mine. Ah, guys, I'm getting bites every cast. Let me show you the tree. Right there it is. See, you don't see any fish, do you? Well, the fish are those dark. Oh, the fish are those spots down in it. Can y'all see those darker spots down in it? There's one above it. There's 2 right there to the right. But that's why I've got to let it fall down in that tree. Those darker spots in those tree are the fish. They're down in the tree. All right. And that's why I'm saying, if I don't let it fall down in that tree, that's when I'm getting bit. When it gets down in that tree, they're smacking at it. And they're not real aggressive today. This cold front might have been some of it. Oh, y'all not, close your eyes, close your eyes. You can't watch me flip this jig over. Who would put a minnow on upside down? I mean, belly up. Why would they bite a minnow that's belly up? You know what I'm saying? Y'all did not see that. I done moved 20 foot from the tree now. See, the wind's doing it, guys. The wind's just pushed me everywhere. That's not making it easy for me either. I was 12 feet from the tree, now I'm 16. All right. The spot lock's trying to hold me, but they don't hold you precise, guys. Don't let somebody tell you they do. I know people that have Lowrance ones and they say the same thing. All right, I'm down in the tree. Now what I'm doing is just move my rod a little bit. I'm just go real slow. Bump, had a bump. I'm not gonna set the hook unless I feel it load up, like that. If you start jerking guys on every little bump, all you can do is tear your bait up, because they're crappy. They're just crappy or some perch. If you don't feel him locked down on it and feel that line move and feel it set up, don't set your hook, and your baits will go a lot further too. So he might be 8 inches. Let me get the pliers. The little jigs are hard to catch a hold of. That's how you tear your baits up. Grab them with these. They're better than pliers though. There you go, guys. That's 4 or 5 when that's jig upside down. Now, you think he knew that bait was upside down? He was going by the color and the movement of it, right?